Hello, happy Monday, happy holidays, everyone. Andy Drifter here. A little bit of baseball news to start your week off with. Manager Jim Leyland has been elected into the Hall of Fame. He is the first of what could be several Hall of Fame inductees this year. He got in by way of the Contemporary Era Committee. It was a near unanimous vote. He served as manager of the Pirates, the Tigers, and the Marlins. It's with Florida, where he got his World Series ring. So happy for Jim there. I've got 3 15-card value packs of 2023 Chronicles baseball. Let's do a baseball rip. Ryan Melendez, Chet Williams, Ben Sheets, Hall of Famer Richie Ashburn, William Kempner, Jackson Ferris. We have here Chase Mydroth, Owen Watts, Larry Doby, another Hall of Famer, Mr. Padre, Tony Gwynn. This guy was an absolute artist with the bat. Put up ridiculous stats, stole some bases earlier in his career, won Gold Gloves. He did make one World Series appearance, but the Padres fell to the Yankees. But yeah, Hall of Famer, one of the best to ever do it in San Diego history. Andre Dawson, another Hall of Famer, MVP winner, another Gold Glove winner. He made, I believe, 8 All-Star teams, maybe more, maybe less, 437 career home runs, 300 home runs, and 300 stolen bases. He's part of that club. And he started off his career with the Expos. Best years were with the Cubs. And then he finished off his career with the Red Sox and the Marlins. And, the Hawk. Mel Ott, part of that 500 home run club. 511, to be exact. Hall of Famer. We got here Miguel Bleis, Dustin Pedroia, Crusade. Dustin Pedroia is one of 4 players to win Rookie of the Year and MVP in consecutive years. He is also a World Series winner and an All-Star. Big Daddy Cecil Fielder. I believe he won 2 home run titles in, I want to say 1990 and 91. In 91, he tied with Jose Canseco. They each had 44 that year. Finished off with over 300 career home runs. Played in Toronto, played in Japan, played with Detroit. That's where he put up his best power numbers. Also played for the Yankees. There are probably other teams as well. But yeah, this guy hit some mammoth shots during his time in Detroit. And Miguel Bleis. There was an unofficial home run derby in 91 between Canseco and Fielder to determine the real home run champ. Canseco won that. Little fun fact. Second pack, Buster Posey, MVP winner, 3-time World Series champ. Tony Perez, part of the Big Red Machine. If you get a chance, go on over to my, well, it's just a regular video. It's not a short. But I had a series called Some of My Favorite Autographs, where I would showcase some signatures based on a certain subject. And I have one that is based on the Big Red Machine. And one of those autographs featured is from Tony Perez. Pee Wee Reese, Robin Ventura, Gold Glove winner, slugger, all-star. Played with the White Sox and the Mets and the Dodgers. Paul Wainer, Jim Gilliam, who spent his entire career with the Negro Leagues. I believe, if not all of his career, most of his career. Had over 1,500 hits. Now, mind you, in the Negro Leagues, they did not play 162 games a year. I want to say they played, it was under 100 games. But yeah, he too is in the Hall of Fame. We got here Hall of Famer Joe Morgan. Had 2 stints with Houston. Played with some other teams, but best known for his time with the Reds. That is where he won at least 1, if not 2 MVPs. A couple of World Series rings. Yeah. He went on to be a telecaster for Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN. He is no longer with us. But yeah, Hall of Famer Joe Morgan. We got Lou Bedreau, Jimmy Rollins, J-Roll, MVP winner. Spent most of his career with my Philadelphia Phillies, but towards the end, he played with the White Sox. Got here Mason Auer, Carson Williams, David McCabe, Justin Crawford. Prospect for the Phillies, somebody to keep your eye on. Jet Williams once again, and we have the Ryan Express, Nolan Ryan. 7 perfect games, the all-time strikeout king, World Series winner. He got that World Series chip out of the way early. It was in his rookie year, 1969, with the Mets. One of the best to ever do it. And if I had to guess, if you put him on a mound now, he could probably still throw in excess of 70 miles per hour. An absolute workhorse, Nolan Ryan was. Final pack. Here we go. Joe Morgan, once again. T.J. Brock. Brian Ramos. Tim McCarver. I don't believe he's in the Hall of Fame, but we hear a lot about Coach Prime, Deion Sanders. And those two were not the best of friends. If you need a further explanation of what I'm talking about, I'm sure there's clips of that on YouTube. McCarver, in a gist, said that Sanders was being selfish, dividing himself up between 2 sports. And Coach Prime heard it. He tracked McCarver down, who at that time he was a telecaster. I forget for what network. He was doing an interview in the locker room after the Braves had just won the NL championship and doused him with a bucket of water. Jake Bennett, Johnny Mize. We have Nick Gonzalez, Chase DeLauder. One of the best to ever do it. Joe DiMaggio, 3-time MVP winner. One of the best to ever don the pinstripes. And till this day, he has a streak. You know, when you talk about unbreakable streaks in sports history, his 56-game hitting streak, I don't know if anyone's ever going to break that. That is a tough one. And also dated Marilyn Monroe, who then and now one of the most beautiful women in the world. Jose Ramos, a slugger that is part of the Dodgers farm system. Get to know the name. Mickey Mantle, speaking of all-time great Yankees, 536 home runs. He too won, I believe, 3 MVPs. Yeah, one of the best to ever do it. Was known to hit some mammoth home runs during his time as well. Oscar Colas. We have Ethan Salas. Hall of Famer, Steve Carlton. Best years were with my Phillies, but he played for some other teams as well. World Series winner, All-Star, and Tyler Gentry. So that is it for this baseball rip. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. And happy holidays to you and yours, and have a great Monday.